Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael. This is the CEO of Remove Back Pain, removebackpain.com. I just want to introduce myself to this group and just kind of tell you guys about what to expect from here. Who I am, I've been working around the back pain industry for just about 4 years now, and uh, I've learned just about it all. I've encountered my own back pain myself. Um, I've worked under pain management, and so I know, the causes, the effects, causes of acute, causes of chronic pain, and just um, how to go ahead and go about short term and long term fixes for it. And you're gonna hear about me and my recommendations. Everybody is in their own healing process. I understand that completely. I'm not somebody who's gonna push you to do something you don't want to do. I'm gonna point you into the right direction, and I'm gonna, with my whole heart, I'm gonna be hoping that you pursue that direction. But there's sometimes I can only do so much. Uh, it's on me, and it's a lot of it can fall on you. But you just want that effort. You just want to have to put that effort in to see those changes. And I've seen changes in my own life. Um, you know, uh, I was an active athlete for a while. I played soccer collegiately. Uh, studied, and so I've had my own problems and other circumstances with work and lifting heavy objects, and other circumstances in other fields. Um, and so from this group, what I want to just talk about is you can feel free to post anything that you would like to post. Um, just go ahead and not link to a website. Don't try to link to uh, your social media pages. If you have a website, don't just try not to. Um, I don't do that myself. I'm here to provide you guys with 10x the value, 10x plus of that value. Uh, you if you really needed it, then I will point you to my blog posts. But I try not to do that. I want to make sure you guys are being active within the group, and that I'm being as active as I can be. I'm answering questions, and I'm helping you guys understand. The four phases of what I call back pain are exercising, uh, eating healthy foods. That falls under dieting, weight loss, cognitive behavior, neuropathy. Um, how does your mind work in accordance with the pain that you have? How do you consume natural remedies? And that's a big one. Number four, not the last, but it's definitely one that you want to incorporate, that people don't incorporate enough into their life. And that's how you really get the most out of natural treatments. All those four are natural treatments if you do them right. Um, they can go uh, to a more of a conservative treatment approach with those four, but there are ways to actually counteract that. If you for example, let's say you're working on exercising and stretching, and okay, so instead of using a machine, as in like an inversion table, which naturally does work well, let's say you put in that work to do a stretch for it. Now you're helping yourself, and in the long run, you're saving maybe some money, one, and then two, you're becoming more understandable and knowledgeable. And that's what I try to teach with people, is that they need to understand themselves first before they go to do the things they do, or the things that they don't think is helping them. Um, I'm a believer in education, and understanding yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, and all the seven dimensions. And I've gone around, studied in different areas of my life, and being Hispanic, Mexican, Salvadorian, American, growing up in the U.S. I'm Northern California of Orange County. I've always been a diverse person who's always had a head on multiple subjects, like with math, and then I was good with anatomy, and then I started learning a little bit more about the back, and then I got into that a little bit more, and then but I've never um, you know I've converged, never always diverged away from everything, which is good, which is something that I've had a unique approach with in my life. and just staying disciplined. Discipline, going back to that, is another key thing for you and your back, depending on whether it is just acute, subacute, or chronic pain, or sciatica. It's just having the discipline to know that those four are going to be your best friend. Those four categories that I named. You can't always do one without the other. You need to obviously have all of them, and it's not always easy to just say. It's easier said than done. And each one of them has a level of degree. So you can start at the bare minimum on each of them, or you can be higher on one and then lower on the other one, or just above all on all of them. Just everybody will be at a different stage, as long as you're working on those four core values. And people ask me about age doesn't matter, and I say really it doesn't matter. Yes, everybody consumes something differently at a different age. Maybe somebody who's older will like herbs more, and they're more experienced with that, so they start leaning to that more. People who are younger now probably looking at essential oil, CBD oil, but you have to understand that how do you use these natural remedies to your best interest? Not because somebody else is using it. How do you use that to multiply what you are already doing or what you need to be doing? As an example, so I don't want to take too much extra time, but I just want to say that if you're like consuming, if you're having trouble getting off opioids, but you want to do CBD oil, you want to get on that. How do you merge to it? There's a process, right? There's a withdrawal or detoxing process in between, which I help people to understand and how they can approach that. And then from there, when they're already on CBD oil, do they want to continue it, or are there more measures to take than having to do that? Or while you're taking that, what else should you be doing? And this goes for anything else. So yeah, I just want to say that as an example, and I just want to welcome you guys to the group, and let's try to make this the most we can make it. I know there's already a lot of other groups, and I hope that I kind of differentiated myself with what I just was talking about. But I do a lot of showing too. I have my own YouTube page where I help people with pain and back pain, inflammation. Especially inflammation is what I like to focus on a lot. How do you get over inflammation? There are so many different ways. It's just understanding how and for what period of time. So yeah, just go ahead and if you have any questions, I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. I encourage anybody else to post if they need to. It's part of the About. If you go to About Me and you go to what you can do on this page, you'll learn a lot more about that. But I know we're all shy. I'm shy too. I'm not always the best with camera. I wasn't always good with camera. I'm still not good at all. Nothing fancy about just putting a phone in front of me. But I'm here for your best interest. Whether you want me to tell you what's right, it's up to you. I mean, I understand that people in the space don't like being told what to do. But there are things we want to do sometimes to live better. We want to get away from chronic pain, or we want to get away from a flare-up every single time we're doing an activity, a sport, soccer. I know when I was doing soccer, I was always having trouble. So feel welcomed. Everybody's in a different stage, so treat everybody like you want to be treated. And yeah, let's get this going, guys. And if you guys need any help with treatments or anything, just ask me. Like I stated in my About Me, if you read, I've tested, I've had to use a lot of things, and I still have a lot of these things here at home. So yeah, thank you. Bye.